Last time I spoke about the Canadian taxes. Today I'm going to talk about the Canadian refugees. Canada has a reputation as one of the top countries welcoming to newcomers and refugees. However, since 2022, the number of people claiming asylum has been skyrocketing. As of July 2025, over 497,000 asylum claimants in Canada, which is nearly 25% more than the previous year. First of all, let's see who is a refugee. In Canada, a refugee is a person who is outside their home country and has a well-founded fear of persecution for reasons of race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group or political opinion, and cannot return home or seek protection from their country. However, over the past year, 43% of Canadians agree that many people claiming to be refugees are not real refugees, especially the asylum claimants to Western countries. This argument has a strong base because real refugees have very limited resources and knowledge to have access to those refugee programs. Therefore, the Canadian refugee system is being abused by the people who want to migrate to Canada for economic reasons. Moreover, some of the asylum claimants are from the people already in Canada, like international students. As the number of international students coming to Canada are staggeringly high, permanent residency opportunities came down. This is one side of the refugee story. In a recent heated parliamentary debate, opposition MPs grilled the immigration minister on the massive backlog, processing delays, it's about 4 years, and the skyrocketing cost of social benefits and interim health care, which now tops 800 million. Let's see whether Canada's asylum system is still fair and sustainable. Canada's asylum system is obviously facing challenges. Recent reports highlighting significant backlogs, procedural fairness concerns, and the termination of a major digitalization project. While Canada remains a leader in resettlement and has plans to modernize the system and improve sustainability, criticism of new legislation like the Strong Borders Act and ongoing issues with access to information raise questions about its current fairness and sustainability. Once the system is updated, it will do the job that is supposed to be doing. Are refugees a long-term burden to Canada? Definitely not. Rather, they become economic contributors. Refugees who have been in Canada for 5 years or more, earning middle-class incomes. They are improving the Canadian workforce and contributing more taxes than they receive in public benefits and services they receive over 2 decades. And also, they are spending money on goods, housing, transportation, which is going to support the Canadian economy. Most refugees are entrepreneurs and business owners who contribute to job creation for themselves and other Canadians. They bring valuable, diverse skills, create jobs, and integrate into the Canadian middle class, improving their economic standing over time. Significant portion of them hold high-skilled positions in various fields like management, trades, and professional services. According to a new study, which is projecting global population and economic trends between now and 2100, Canada's current openness to immigration must continue if the country wants to maintain one of the world's largest economies for the rest of the century. Canada is a large country with a steadily declining birth rate and a large industrial and technology sector that requires new workers yearly. When more Canadian people age and leave the workforce, it will put a heavy pressure on the country's labor force, and it would adversely impact on economic growth. The working age population would have to grow by 2.2% per year through 2040 to maintain the old age dependency ratio that existed in 2022. In addition to above factors, refugees and immigrants have a profound and multifaceted impact on Canada's culture, contributing to its rich cultural mosaic through language, food, arts, and diverse perspectives, which in turn shapes the national identity and enriches the overall society while contributing to the broader Canadian society. They are the foundation of diversity. Each wave of immigration adds to the country's ethnic and cultural makeup, creating a dynamic and diverse national identity that is core aspect of the Canadian experience. But preventing criminals and terrorists from entering the country as a refugee or immigrants is extremely important. Bill C2 can be a fix for this crisis, but it has its own negative consequences. As a conclusion, refugees and immigrants wouldn't bring negative effects on the Canadian economy in the long run, even though there are challenges like strain on public services, housing, initial costs, and social and cultural integration. However, if Canadian immigration system becomes efficient, refugees can be very beneficial to Canada. Studies show that many refugees feel a strong sense of belonging to Canada after settling in and becoming citizens. Refugees tend to have the highest citizenship rate of all immigrant categories, demonstrating their commitment to their new home. In addition to the benefits to Canada, as a humanitarian aid, Canada offers a safe haven to people fleeing persecution, providing stability and a chance to rebuild their lives. Until we meet with another video, goodbye everyone.